Expect to see a whole bunch of time tonight.
Bo Nix, his first throw. It's a short pass, and it is complete. And it's Mascarenas Arnold. That was blown dead. Irving is going to run away.
From Jason, I don't think anything else is down. He rolls right over the top. The only question is the forearm, but once that whistle blew, doesn't matter. Play is dead. No, he hand plants.
Yep. That is not the right call.
No, it is not.
And that's so much this week about Bo Nix and his mastery of this offense. This is one of those opportunities. Oregon State comes with the rush. Nix is clean. He's got Troy Franklin, and he's got a completion. Tez Johnson in motion. Nix throws that way. It is Tez Johnson breaking tackles to the 45-yard line. Brother Tez Johnson first down.
You're going to see him come in motion. They love to do that. He's just 160 pounds soaking wet, but he is so quick, and they use him in motion so you can't come up.
It's going to be a sneak, and Nix trying to wrap around, and it looks like he will be a little bit short. Mascarenas Arnold with the hit, and that happened in last year's 13 for 19. And it's Nix putting the head down and driving forward with a to see this through for the long haul the rest of the year. Nix rolling out and dropping it off. He has Jordan James dancing outside, and a nice move. Nix scanning and throwing. It's Bucky Irving on the move to the 5. Touchdown!
Man.
Saw the sweatshirt that Dan Lanning is wearing. More on that in a moment as Bo Nix rolls to his right, and he's got Tez Johnson and for more programs roster. Oregon ran it a bunch on the first drive. Now showing the pass game down the sideline. Franklin was hemmed in at the edge. Gotten him a little bit.
Well, there was a lot of contact. The only thing that Cooper did well in this matchup was use the 12th man. A little double move, and that 12th man is that boundary, and he is pushing Franklin towards it. That ball sails 3-4 yards out of bounds. Not much room, but that's a lot of contact.
In a single season in college football history. This side, Nix is on target. Tez Johnson trying to... Sends Ferguson out that direction and throws that way. It is Terrence Ferguson, the tight end. Nix had that the whole...
But you saw the 4th down miss on the other side, and this is the kind of ball you have to throw. Just a little bit of touch, make it easy and catchable. Nothing that Oladapo...
Play action. It's a screen. It's Tez Johnson turning the corner. Oh, a dagger of a step. And my goodness,
he is so slight. And they do a ton of this. Just a little bubble screen out here, faking the counter. And there comes the little bubble screen, and you just, good luck.
Oh. How do you do that?
Well, I mean, these guys size him up. They look at him, but then he makes a miss.
Grew up an Oregon Duck fan. Tez Johnson, and now playing for this team. And here's Bo Nix on the ramble into the end zone.
A lot of this. This year, it's been much more potency with the arm, but showing you want to overcommit. You could see the DN there. Lolohea just dives inside. There is no twist.
He went to high school because he wanted to become a play caller, and Dan Lanning has said, let's hit an explosive. Let's see where it is. Bo Nix to the second level, right on target for Troy Franklin.
Those safeties, get those linebackers to be a little nosy.
Here's your play action. It's a screen, and it is Herbert. And Patrick Herbert goes diving short of the 40-yard line. And on Nash-like in a very good way. And you can see it in this offense and his play design. Nix launches. And Ferguson, one-hand reach. Paul.
You got little quick guys. You've got dynamic outside receivers. And oh, by the way, here's a big old 6'5" tight end. And I'm just going to put the ball with nice soft touch in a place that he can go just box out. That true freshman did play action off of it.
This is the 18th play in Beaver territory already. Nix flowing to his right. He's been hit all of, 9 times this year?
Oh, I got a new.
He won in last year, and Oregon State came back and won. Nix over the middle. That's right there to the fifth. Oregon's had the ball for more than 16 minutes of this ball game. Bo Nix. Batted, and Ferguson could not haul it in. All at birthday parties throughout Oregon.
It's going to come right in the middle of the screen, and Oladapo is losing his footing. He cuts underneath, and he nearly gets it. That ball bounces in funny ways.
It does, doesn't it?
I can't do that.
Oregon's had now 26 10-play drives this year. That's the most in the Pac-12. They're doing it again. Johnson in motion. Got a block outside by Franklin. Next for Irving, and he's hit immediately by Mascarena's arm.
Big 48 seconds before half.
For an offense that's been on the bench for 19 minutes of real time, Bo Nix has to move his feet. He pumps across the line, and defenders across the globe still fall for that.
Even if you're 2-3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, those guys will still at times honor that pump fake, trying to keep everything in front, right? You're going to drop underneath every route. Do not allow an
this game, forcing Bo Nix to get off platform, move his feet, and they've done it sometimes tonight as well. Clean pocket this time. Chance to throw, and he does dance with Tez Johnson on a NFL throw.
Yes.
Nix leaning back into this one, and a sliding grab. That's Troy Franklin.
Johnson. I mean, look at it. You see the linebacker. He is underneath that throw. You should not, could not, cannot throw it. But he puts perfect touch to get it done.
Bo Nix, sideline, batted away. That's Jermod McCoy. Trips at the bottom. Bo Nix rolling to his right. Now he's got time to throw. Across his body, it dangles in the air to Franklin. Touchdown, Oregon! Time stopped for them.
Yeah, you're probably going to see this in New York City as well. He's had a number of Heisman moments, but he told us yesterday, hey, who do you like to study? And there's two. There's Burrows, and then there's Mahomes. And it's that throw all the way across the field. But I got a one-on-one, and I got my little brother. Not so off the charts.
Bo Nix, a laser right over the middle. Oh, Johnson just stopped on a dime. First
game, the biggest thing is that we have to play a clean game. We cannot have penalties and beat ourselves.
Troy Franklin, beautiful catch there. And Allison, to your point, we asked Dan Lanning, whose idea was it to
did right before halftime more than anything else, Jay.
A touchdown pass to Franklin. This was a clean hit coming. Instead, he snapped it off to his adopted brother, Tez Johnson.
And I'm going to make you pay.
It's exactly what he said to you. He has the answer there as this one gets slung out to Franklin, and it's Cooper dragging him for a yard.
He is just throwing people open. Right, the pressure is going to come here. An unblocked defender. I think some miscommunication by Oregon up front. They only rushed 4, but he throws right into that window. Just as he did before half on the deep over to him. Just as he did to Troy Franklin in a one-on-one down the field. The elite guys feast on it, and you could see it. I was so against him.
Nix roving to the right behind that offensive line, and Jones, and it's Irving back in on 3rd and goal. Bryant in motion. Nix this side, incomplete. He gave.
And it was the pressure. It was the pressure coming right at him. He knew it was coming. That is why he retreats and buys just a little bit of time. And those two that hardly ever miss. And you could see it right there. What? Any veterans that have played a ton of football.
Hodgins, one of those guys, been through a lot of injuries, ankle, foot injuries. In stride, Troy Franklin, Oregon first down. Second down, Nix heaves it, far side, Franklin in traffic, in
decision I've seen in about 5 weeks. Kane does come over 24, and if he's looking for the football, he dislodges it and separates Franklin from it.
He's with 2 turnovers or more, the Oregon Ducks, all year long. Free runner coming. Nix heaves it, and he had the answer as the ball got to his...
Fair. I mean, Oregon State does everything right. You've got a free blitzer coming here, and watch what he throws. He throws before Franklin is even thinking about breaking. I mean, again, just next level stuff. I can't...
That's what Bo Nix was right there.
Knowing where everybody is on the field.
Nix felt the pressure, runs straight up the middle, and there's the athleticism. He's
third down against pressure. Seen it before it happens. Rare stuff.
Take the toss a little bit out to Bryant, and Gary Bryant Jr. gets wrangled by Olaf.
So just a little bubble screen to the bottom of the field here, and you're going to see a hard tackle by Oladapo. It is clean. It is not by the face mask. It is inbounds, but it is a violent, violent shot. As you see Bryant's leg, unfortunately, possible if Oladapo does not get over the top.
It's Franklin up there. Fake the pitch. Nix rolling that way, and he does get it to Troy Franklin where that single coverage lived.
Typically is called uncoverable. An out, an up, and then just the little comeback off of it. And if you have time as a DB, you just can't cover it.
Dwindling seconds, quarter number 3. Nix looking for Johnson. That is right on the money, and he staggers at an angle for a first down. He was leaning the whole... John Smith won 2 of these as a player, both in Corvallis. Nix freezes, loads up a throw. He's got Ferguson on the cross. Ferguson tiptoes and leans and reaches down to the 1.
And we have seen him get deep. We have seen him flick it early, and this time he just climbs up into the pocket. Eyes and total vision, once again, on where everybody is on the field.
Looks like the elbow's down here. Let's see. Yep. It is. About it this week, and he's been very candid, and there was one that maybe he wanted back, but the success of the play is what matters to him. That's over the middle, and it's Trayshawn Holden racing just short of midfield.
250-pound just gazelle from Alabama, and this is right on the money. Do you want to know why their yards after catch numbers are how many? Like 1,000 more than anybody else in college football? Because that's a catch and run ball. You put it right on his front rib, and you allow him to not slow down a beat and step it in for the injured.
Howard Johnson right in the middle of it, who had an interesting way to put why he plays violently in football, as that is incomplete off Franklin. We're talking
number 0, Bucky Irving.
We also included his center, by the way, because that's a very important position to him. Here's Irving in space. Bucky Irving veering and then spun around by Mascarena's Arnold once again. And it's
underneath his little brother, and he doesn't care.
Bucky Irving is smoked by McCartan. Another completion.
And he's right near that tonight.
81.6 tonight, 31 for 38. That'll increase with another one to Tez Johnson, who has his 11th grab and
when he walked into the Nix household.
Wouldn't even go to Bo's first start for Auburn because they were playing Oregon, and he didn't want to root against Oregon or Bo as Trayshawn Holden makes the catch.
Green and yellow, green and yellow, green and yellow.